Hello and welcome everyone to the Force King Team webinar. And just as you know, that we are here to help people to have a fundamental and basic understanding of what we do in the Force King Team. The uh, the positives. Okay, and now the positives, like what you can see on my screen. And now the positive is what we're into now. That is the force. The force, like we know, is that platform that will help us to actualize every single objective we have in our hearts for helping people to become financially free in many parts of the world, because time is one of the most precious things that everybody has. And we are in time is actually in limited supply. So everybody have one or two things they do. So a lot of people try their best to ensure that they do the right things. But even as at that, not many people know the right platforms to get on when it comes to uh, earning online or earning legitimately online. Earning legitimately online. It is very um, important that you pay attention to that fact of earning legitimately online. Not everyone has that capability to understand how to earn legitimately online, except they are being taught, except they are guided, except somebody holds you by the hand and shows you the way. Many people are not aware. So they just keep making mistakes and mistakes and mistakes, and they can't even find which is the right platform, what is the right strategy, and what is the right support that they need for success. And right now we have that one platform that we are guaranteed, because we've been following the leaders of this program for a couple of years now, and we know and believe that what they produce is long lasting. What they implement, what they deploy is long lasting. There are platforms that many platforms that people use, and then these are cryptocurrency platforms. But the aspect of the platform which is not really acceptable is the fact that a lot of these platforms, they are centralized and also decentralized. In other words, the platform itself, the administrative aspect of the platform is centralized, while the product, the crypto in which they use, is decentralized. You know that cryptocurrency is on blockchain, so it's decentralized. So what people are looking for, because even though a platform is centralized and the products, meaning the crypto, is decentralized, there is still a disability in that, in such systems. So what people are looking for, what they've been in search of, is a platform that is fully decentralized, ladies and gentlemen, 100% decentralized. In other words, the platform is itself decentralized, and it is also on the blockchain. The platform itself is on the blockchain, and the product, which is the crypto, is on the blockchain. That in itself makes the platform 100% decentralized. And when you look at such platform in details, from the marketing structure, the marketing schedule, the marketing plan, you understand that it's 100% decentralized. So without much time, because we know that most of us, our times are very important, our schedules. So I'm just going to be sharing my screen with us to show us another important part of the Force Classic program, because right now we're expecting the pre-launch in a couple of weeks, and the pre-launch will start with the classic marketing, and the classic marketing is the 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 top classic program in our smart contracts globally, because this is a program that is not a copy from any other smart contract, either before, You see, this is a program that, according to the creators, the code was written from the scratch. So it is not a copy. If you look at the smart contract very well, from what I will show you on my screen, you agree with me that it has never existed, because there is no platform on earth that has the integration between the uh, the uh, the earning aspects on the personal partners and the earning aspect of the team levels. It has always been separate. Earning from your direct partners and earning from the team has always been separate. But on the first classic program, we have the integration of those two type of schemes together. I'm just going to be sharing my screen right away, just for us to um, have this understanding. Okay. So go ahead and share my screen. All right. So, okay. So if you're with me, just rotate your screen, all right, so you can see what I am demonstrating. So I'm sure we are aware about the first program, which is what I was showing us on the previous screen. That's the positive. Now, the first is actually what I've said, the ultimate plan for stable income. The first is what we have been looking for a very long time. Okay, and we have all those things embedded. In other words, there are platforms where people have different branches of crypto. Now, the first is going to have all the branches of crypto in one ecosystem. The first is actually a complete cryptocurrency ecosystem. I can show that to you from the end of the slide, because the slide is actually much. So what you can see on my screen here, you can see that the first actually has will have its own metaverse. Okay, it will have its traders club, marketing tools, the NFT platform, the academy, and we will have our own NFT. Amazing, right? For those of us who are coming from Forsage, part of the reason why many people did not give into Forsage is because a lot of questions were asked. What is the product? A lot of people did not see or believe that we had a product. But I believe from all this now, from what we can see here, this is multiple products of the force. So the force is like the mother name of the platform. The force is that center, because it's like an ecosystem, like planetary body. So the force is the center of the ecosystem, while you have all these as the planets around the force. Okay, so keep that in mind. These products are going to be launched later on in the year. But what we're expecting, and we're going to be having these marketing tools given to us, and a decentralized academy. Think about that. An academy that will be 100% decentralized. There are platforms where people, when you want to get signed up on their platform, you cannot access their marketing tools except you register with them. But we're going to be having a decentralized academy that even people who are not on the force can access this academy and get enrolled for enriched courses that will give them background knowledge, fundamentals in cryptocurrency globally. Still think about that. It's actually a product that is what we're talking about. So the force is actually a big project that is going to change millions of lives all over the world, as we can see on my screen. So coming back to the the marketing classic. So we can see on my screen here, as we know, that this is what we are accustomed to in the past, but it has a new name from what you can see on my screen now. So we have the S3s, like what you can see here. So this is the S3, okay? This is the S3, and the S3 has 3 spots on one line, and we have the S6. So this is the S6 over here, all right? So the S6 has 6 spots, 2 on the first line and 4 on the second line. So you can see that. So we have the S3 and the S6, all right? So let's just move forward as we proceed. Now, this is the marketing classic, okay? The marketing classic, and you can see that the marketing classic has 12 levels. It is not like what we have known before. It is something that is completely new has never existed in the world, and that's why by the time this project is in the full launch, it is going to take over the networking space, because the income generation with such a matrix like this has never been possible. But with the programming of Lado's team and smart contract technology, it is possible to integrate two different matrices on one platform, which has never been possible. You see, I'm going to talk about this as we proceed. So let's just proceed. So let's look at the level one. The level one of the S6 scheme starts with $5. $5. And when the full launch takes place, it's going to be a double of the amount, which will happen in about 3 weeks, estimatedly. So it become $10. All right, so let's proceed. So now this is how the S6 scheme looks like. Okay, this is how the S6 scheme looks like. And then what you need to look out here is what we have never seen in our previous platform: the way your upline sees and the way you see. Because everybody has their own dashboard, but not everybody are aware that they are also connected to their upline. So where do you follow your upline's matrix, and how do you see your own matrix? So when you get to sign up, this is your upline. Okay, this is your upline here. So when your upline signs up, don't forget that I said before that the S6 has 6 spots, 2 on the first line and 4 on the second line. Keep that in mind. So when your upline brings you in, you get to take the first spot in your upline's matrix. That is your upline. And then this is you over here. Okay. So now when that happens, your matrix opens for you immediately over here. You see that now? Your matrix opened for you. Immediately you take your upline's matrix. In other words, the 2 you see here is the 2 you see here. And then the 2 under the 2 over here on the second line. Can you see that now? So understanding this will help you know how income is generated, how income is distributed on the platform. Keep that in mind. So let's proceed to see how income is generated, because now we know where you are placed. Okay, as you are placed under your upline, your matrix open for you immediately. So the way your upline sees and the way you see, keep that in mind, because we will see how the earnings are distributed on the next screen. So let's proceed now. So this is how earnings are distributed. So let's talk about you, for example. Now let's talk about you, because your upline brought you in, and then you bring your downlines in. Now on the S6 scheme, you do not earn from the first 2 slots on the first line. Keep that in mind. You only get earnings from the second line. That is 100% on each spot. Don't forget that this is a decentralized platform. So it means that any amount you open a particular slot, that is the amount you earn when somebody fills the spot. 100% of it, okay? Not 80%, not 90%, 100%. So if you open a particular slot with $5, any spot here, and here are all $5. If it's $40, all $40. If it's $80, all $80, etc., etc. So let's come back to what I was saying. So I said, when your upline brings you in, understand that on the first 2 lines, income doesn't go to you. I'm talking about the X's now. On the first 2 lines, the income doesn't go to you. The income sends to somebody above you in the system. Where your income is on the second line. So let's see that now more practically, okay? Let's see that more practically. So when you bring your first person here, that first person falls in your first line. Can you see that? That first person falls in your first line. The number 1, your first line. While on your upline's matrix, that number 1 falls on the second line of your upline matrix. That's the reason why I said that the income of the first line doesn't come to you. It goes to your upline, because on your upline matrix, that person falls in the second line. While in your matrix, it falls on the second line. So accordingly, 100% of that income is sent to your upline. Do you understand? That's how it works. That's how it works. The first line, the income goes to your upline or somebody ahead of you in the system. So the same way, the second person here, when it takes place, that is this second person here. So the same way, accordance, that income goes to your upline. You see that now? So where does your earning come on the S6? It is when your downlines gets to bring people. Just the same way that when your upline brought you, your upline didn't earn from you. It is when you started bringing your 1 and your 2, that is when the upline started earning. So the same thing also applies to you. So when this number 1 gets to bring in number 2, the income of number 2 doesn't go to number 1. No, it comes to you as the upline. Okay, it comes to you as the upline, and don't forget that it is 100% payout on each of the spots. So if your upline, if your downline, which is number 1, brings in 2 and 3, the income doesn't go to number 1, it goes to you. You understand? Because on your matrix, these 2 and 3 occupies the second line, while on number 1's matrix, it's occupying the first line. I hope you understand that. So that is how it works. It's just for you to know where your income is. Just understand that your income is on the second line. Okay? That's where your income is. All right, so let's just proceed because of time. Then understanding that the activation, there's what we call reactivation. Reactivation occurs when a particular level is filled, because when you purchase a particular level, it begins to take space. As people begin to come in, it begins to take space, and it's getting filled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets filled. The moment the last person comes in, reactivation takes place. And what does reactivation do? It purchases the same slot for you afresh, so you keep on earning over and over again for life, while that income of the purchasing slot goes to your upline. That is reactivation. So don't forget, I told you on the previous screen that this first 2 doesn't go to you, it goes to your upline. Where your income is on the second line. So on that second line, that is 400% income, okay? But from the 400% income, 300% belongs to you. That's why you can see the wallet logo here. So from that 300% income, part of it, the last one, which is the last slot here, will be sent to your upline for reactivation. So that's why you can see, I mean, that's very, very fair if you ask me. On the S6, in one cycle, 1, 2, 3 goes to your upline, okay? And 1, 2, 3 comes to you. I think that's more fair. Okay, this is more fair if you ask me. A fair marketing plan, rather than on a regular marketing whereby all the money goes to one person. No, this is totally different. Okay, it's not when the launch takes place and then the hype is so much from the very start, and after 2 weeks or 1 month or 3 months, and then the hype goes down. No, this is something that is projected to be here for many years. So we're showing you how you can build with this kind of strategy for many years. So in accordance, the same thing also happens for the S3 scheme. So the S3, when this 3 gets to fill up, you get to receive income from these 2 spots here. That's why you can see the wallet logo. So when the last one takes place, the recycle takes place immediately on the last spot as well. So let's just move because of time. And then the other thing you need to understand is what the auto upgrade. So the auto upgrade is activated automatically on your highest slot. The highest slot, the auto upgrade is turned on. So it will enable you to automatically upgrade you to the next higher slot. I will show you, because every slot on the platform, okay, is ×2 of the previous one. So when you get to receive 100% from 1, 2, 3, 4, and I told you that 300% here belongs to you. So on your current level, the current level, 200% of it will serve as what the activation, the auto upgrade. Sorry about that. The auto upgrade. So these two will serve as the income of opening the next higher slot, because that is 200%, which is the equivalent of opening the next higher slot. Mind you, that auto upgrade only occurs on the first cycle of your current level until it gets to level 12. It is only level 12 that doesn't have auto upgrade. So also the same thing applies to the S3. So if you are in a level that has S3 scheme, when this two gets to fill up, and then once the cycle takes place, this one automatically activate the next higher slot for you. So that's just how it works. So let's just proceed because of time. So I mean, you can see what's going on here. You can see what's going on here. You can see that now. So sorry. You can see what's going on here. So just like what I explained to you, that was so by default, if somebody is in level 1, okay, the auto upgrade is turned on, and then these last two here, okay, once the cycle is complete, it activates the next higher slots automatically. That is what is going on here. So that's the explanation. So the marketing material is also available for anybody who wants to or wish to take advantage of the knowledge that we're sharing on this call. So I'm just going to go over to the price of the slots. So like I explained to you that we have first 3 slots that we are working with on our team. But like I explained to you, that each slot costs exactly twice as much as the previous one. In other words, when you're working with this particular level now, level 1 costs $5. This is for the pre-launch, the pre-start prices. Why this one costs times 2, all the way down to the 12 slot. All right. So that is what you need to understand there, that you just see that it is times 2. All slot is twice higher than the previous one. Okay. But for our team, for the pre-launch, you need to come in with just the amount for the first 3 slots, which is just 35 BUSD. Okay, so think about that. When you activate this particular level with 35 BUSD, and when the main launch takes place, the amount of each slot will be doubled. If you go to the next screen, I go back to the next screen, you get to see that this is the price that we just saw on our previous screen. Okay, and then this is the price that we're going to see once the main launch takes place. That's the standard price. The standard price is going to be double of the initial price. So if you join the platform during the pre-launch, you are going to be saving 50%. 50%. Any level you open on the pre-launch is going to be 50% of the original price when the main launch takes place. So think about it. That person that activates level 1 during the pre-launch, by the time the main launch takes place, will start earning $10 there. That person that activates level 2 on the pre-launch, when the main launch takes place, he will start earning $20 there. Think about that on the spots that you're supposed to earn. And the person that activates level 3 on the pre-launch, when the main launch takes place, will get times 2 of it. So that's what we're talking about, saving 50% and getting into the platform during the pre-launch. That's it. It is the best thing that our leader, Lado himself, can offer to us to help us continue with where we stopped on Forsage.io. Okay, so let's just proceed to the understanding of the matrices. Okay, I wanted to make us understand more about the matrices. I said that here on the matrix, that this is 12 levels, okay? And you can see that this is the interaction of 2 different schemes. This is a scheme, S6, and this is a scheme, S3. It has never been seen before that 2 schemes exist in one matrix. And that's the reason why what we're doing is unique. It's very unique. So you can see that we have, instead of having X3 level 1 to level 12 and X4 level 1 to level 12, we have level 1 to level 12, just one matrix. And you can see level 1 and 2 has X6, while level 3 has S3, level 4 and 5 has S6, while level 6 has X3. Level 7 and 8 has S6, while level 9 has S3. And then level 10 and 11 has X6, while level 12 has S3. So think about that. So imagine that you are part of this slot, and everybody on the team are going to be going together. So imagine we're going together and we're all going to be working together as a team. We're working together as a team. Everybody opens the slots one at a time, working with your upline, because we're building deep. I'm going to talk about that right away. We're building deep. Okay, we're building deep as a team. So we're going to be building and upgrading, activating levels one at a time. Think about it until everybody gets to level 12. Level 12 is $20,000, ladies and gentlemen. So imagine when you earn that income. If we go back to the previous slots, here you see that level 12 actually has the S3 scheme. So if you activate level 12 and your direct partners comes in there, and there is no auto upgrade on level 12, don't forget that. That means that these two spots you see here, that's $40,000 for you. And I'm just talking about level 12. I'm not talking about other levels now. Okay? This is just level 12. And there are also other earnings in other levels. You are going to be earning continuously. As long as everybody is building deep, the cycles will be taking place, and everybody is going to be keep earning and earning and earning. And level 12 is the final destination for everybody on the team. And the money you earn in level 12 cannot be compared to what you have earned before you got to level 12. But this is financial freedom with for everybody on our team, with just that one-time payment of $40 during the pre-launch and $80 during the main launch. So you don't want to miss the aspect of the pre-launch to get in with 50% amount for the pre-launch. So keep that in mind. So if you are a person who joined the platform during the pre-launch, you are going to be having 50% marketing discount and first in line in the Force project, and you're also going to gain the Force coin. So this is the privileges given to people who join during the pre-launch, for them to have 50% on all the slots that they activate. So keep that in mind. Our team works with a strategy, the power of 3. The power of 3 is about building deep, helping people. So all we need is come into the Force classic marketing with just 3 levels and getting 3 people to do exactly what we did. And guess what? Like I always say, it is just a one-time payment. One-time payment that will take you from where you are to your financial freedom. All you need to do is activate the slot with that one-time payment and build your structure. Build your structure with our strategy. Follow the strategy. Follow the team strategy. And with that, you are working your way to financial freedom. I might not have the time right now on this call to talk about the integration of the plan and our strategy because of time. But on the next Zoom on Thursday, I will be going details on how the structure of our team and the placement will be done, helping us understand how these things are going to be working, how the S6 and the X3 will be working for us. And as we grow as a team, we move step by step until everybody gets to level 12. I will be talking about that mainly on Thursday. So I'm going to be stopping the Zoom right now because of time. Okay, just to take questions, and if anybody have a question, I will be taking those questions right away. So get your questions ready, just in case you have one. I'm still going to be sharing my screen. Sorry, because I need to show us something. Okay, just in case you have a question, please get the question ready, or you can put it on the chat. I'll be taking the question shortly. So now, if you are new to our program, our team, or you're watching this video from YouTube, all you need to do is get to the Play Store. Okay, get to the Play Store. Okay, get to that Play Store and then download the Trust Wallet app. Download the Trust Wallet app. Okay, that's it over there. Okay, what you need to do, install it on your device and reach out to any of our admins, or reach out to me on Telegram. My username on Telegram is soundmind01, soundmind01. So reach out to me and I'll direct you on how to set up the wallet. So Trust Wallet for Android users, and then if you are an iOS device person, what you need to do, get to the iOS store and search for Token Pocket app. So this is Token Pocket. And all you need to do when you set up this wallet, send us a chat and we'll direct you on how to set it up. All you need to do after setting up, funding the wallet with 35 BUSD and $5 of smart chain is all you need. For those during the pre-launch, I repeat, for those during the pre-launch, after the main launch takes place, like you know, is going to be ×2 the price. So instead of 35 BUSD, is going to become 70 BUSD, and instead of $5 smart chain, it's going to be $10 of smart chain. So keep that in mind as we proceed to helping people get to their financial freedom. So keep that in mind. It's very important. So I'm going to be stopping my share right now. Thank you for listening. To take questions from our participants on the Zoom right now. Okay. So does anybody have a question?
Hey, King.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I asked you this question, but I didn't get an answer yet. So if we sign up at half price at the pre-launch, does it stay at half price the whole time, or when it goes into launch, do we go into the full mode?
Yes, I remember that question. You asked if we sign up with that 50%, do we need to pay another money when the main launch takes place, or it will just auto upgrade itself, correct?
Yes.
So that's just it. It will not auto make you pay another money, okay? So it's just like you purchasing a particular slot for $5, and when the main launch takes place, that same slot you purchase for $5, you begin to earn $10 in that slot. You see, so it is the amount you paid for the slot is the amount you pay for that slot. It is only those who come in after the main launch that begins to pay the real amount for that slot, making you to earn ×2 of the amount you purchased that particular slot during the pre-launch. Do you understand? Does it make sense?
So if you bring a person, okay, so if you bring a person in during pre-launch, then say in the first level, you're getting $5 per spot, right?
Right.
So then to upgrade to the next level, it's still going to be $10. But a new person coming in, you're going to get $10 off of them. If you bring somebody in new after the launch, you'll be getting $10 off of them, but only $5 off of your previous pre-launch partners. Is that correct?
No. The same level where you activated $5. If you bring a person on that same level after the main launch, you'll be getting $10 from that level. Okay.
Okay, yeah, but at pre-launch, you would only be getting $5, right?
Correct.
So if you brought a person in during pre-launch, you're getting $5 from them. And then if you bring somebody in after it launches officially, then you would be getting 10 from that person. Is that right?
Correct.
But you're still only going to have to upgrade at the half price for each level. Is that right? Because we came in at pre-launch.
No. The amount goes to the full price for upgrade. Every other thing that happens during the main launch would be at the full price. That's just it. So it's not because you activated.
So in other words, it would be taking, so say we're in, just for hypothetical purposes, we're in the first level
Uh-huh.
And we haven't moved to the second yet, but now it goes into launch.
Okay.
So instead of $10 taking out of your first level, it's going to take out 20. Is that right?
That's for the first level.
Yeah. If once it launches, is it going to start taking, so you wouldn't get do you understand does everybody understand what I'm talking
I,
about?
I, I I personally get what you're talking about. Okay, it's just for you to
Okay.
look at a particular level. Let's deal with level one, for example. Level one is $5 for the pre-launch. All right.
Right.
So when if you stay on that particular level, and then the main launch takes place, that level will be automatically $10. So for somebody to come on that level where you are, level one, the person pays $10, and then you get to earn
Right.
that $10. You
Right.
see, but so
Okay.
that
But how
amount for
much
all.
is it to upgrade? How much will it be to upgrade to level 2 then? Is it the
the,
$20 then at that point, or 10?
yeah, $20 because that's the amount for the full price now. You get
So,
it?
okay. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
wanted to inject, Ken. Yeah, it's pre-launch activity will be reflected by whatever's on that level for pre-launch. And after launch, whatever's reflected on that level, it'll be generated by automatic movement from your wallet. So it's all going to
Yeah.
be by cutoff date. So whatever the pre-launch is, that's going to be the value it is, moving, joining and moving. And after the pre-launch, when the price increases to full rate, that's going to be the joining fee and the movement fee.
That's right.
So
But
yeah,
it's
it's just going to
it's
be by cutoff
still it
date.
still will not be extra that we have to come up with. It'll just come out of our wallet
Right,
to
because you're
to upgrade.
joining at
Okay.
you can't, they can't say, well, we're going to go to standard price and everybody that pays 50% off when they join, go back and add more money. No, that's the benefit
Right.
of
Right.
it. That's the benefit
Okay.
of it. Hmm.
That's what I
Okay,
wanted to confirm. Okay.
okay, yes.
That's right.
Sorry. That's what I was trying to say. I just couldn't get it.
Oh,
I
no
couldn't get
problem.
it to where I was trying to explain it in a longer version. Sorry.
No problem. Thank
Just
you.
let them know
Major
the
question.
platform, the platforms is going to alert them because, but when you join, that's
Charlene, you're muted.
Okay.
time to prospect because it's like going to a sale. When it's marked down 50% that day, that's when you go purchase. Goes back up
Right.
to regular day, you go in that store, that's when you pay full price. The platform is going to be
Gotcha.
working in the same modem. Okay, good.
All right. So I saw somebody who wanted to ask a question, or you can raise your hand just in case you have a question. Any other questions or concerns? Or please go ahead. We have a limited time, so I just wanted to take those questions. By the way, I want you to understand that our team is working closely with the force leaders. Okay, and every information we bring to you is from the direct source. And at this period, a lot of people try to get or sway people to join them for the purpose of their personal benefits. And then they get to abandon them after the launch. I've seen that happen several times. So a lot of people might be chatting you up, but don't be carried away. Don't be carried away. Stay on course because what we do is for the benefit of everyone and for a very long time. Okay, it's for a very long time. So information will be coming from above, and trust me, we're on the right track. I guarantee you that. I mean, you're not in a team whereby we are getting information from nowhere. Okay, we are actually on the right track. We get information from the right source, and then we deliver to you in due time. Okay, so just in case you're here and you're wondering, is this going to work out? I mean, what else would you expect? It's going to work out. And with people like you, it's going to be even more greater. Okay? Because in every doubt, there is something to be created. Absolutely. So I want to thank everybody for being on the call today. Just in case you still have questions, don't hesitate to send me a message privately, or you can let Charlene know whatever your concerns are, and we will take it and then address those things. Whatever we need as a team to succeed will be made available, either from Lado himself or from myself, will be made available. So everybody can work smoothly on easy prospecting. And don't forget that our team, based on the 3 T's of business, like I call it, trust, truth, and transparency. We're going to be truthful from the very beginning. We're going to show you the spreadsheet of everybody on our team, transparent from the very beginning. And we are going to make sure that everybody flows on this road. And if you follow our leadership, our style of leadership, you will not have issues. You see, because we are coming from a destination where we had experience. So we are not about to make mistakes. So you're on the right track, okay? So set it out in your heart and then decide that you're going to work with this. And it will be the best decision you ever made in your life of doing online business. So I want to just throw up again, just in case anybody has a question, comment, or remark. I just wanted to be sure. Just
Yes, I
wanted
have
to.
a question. I have a question.
Welcome, Alicia.
So, hi. So everybody that comes in has to come in with 3 people, correct? Everybody. So there's no there. So there's no putting each other under nobody. Nobody's helping. Nobody's falling in on each other. You have to bring your own people, right?
Right,
Okay.
right. And another thing is this, like the way our team builds, we do not promise anybody that will give them downlines. What we
Right.
say is, if your upline is able to bring in more people, okay, like for example, I have my 3 people complete, but I'm still recruiting. I'm still reaching out to more people. So I don't put anybody under myself anymore because my 3 is complete. So I use that person to assist somebody on my team. That's what we tell people. So if your upline is able to get more people, you can be gifted that person. But you have the responsibility to also ensure that you have your 3 people. The minimum anybody can refer is 3. If you refer 3 and you're not willing to refer anymore, no problem. You see, but don't forget that your growth will be dependent on your structure, the structure below you. So you don't want to stop. So you want to ensure that your 3 are growing, and also you are also referring and you're helping people under you to be growing. You see, that is the way that we can grow faster as a team, not somebody growing without caring about who he is working with. We grow as a team. It is the only way. That's the only way, because we don't want to have a divided house. We don't want to have a team whereby people don't care about their uplines. There's no good relationship among them. No, 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 no. That's the reason why we're building deep. And when we build deep, we're coming with a one-time payment. And when we come in with a one-time payment, it ensures that you don't move ahead of your upline. You see, because you're the one funding your upline the amount to move to the next higher slot. So it doesn't make sense to move ahead of your upline, because don't forget that your upline might have gifted you one person. So you don't move ahead of the upline. We all will move together. Everybody will get on the 12 slots.
Good.
Everybody.
Okay.
This is the only way.
I like that.
And I mean, I did spoke to Charlene about it. We're not going higher than 3 slots. So even though the main launch takes place, we're staying at 3 slots. Why are we doing this? Because we want to help people. That's all. We want to help people. And that's why we're bringing it down to the lowest. Anybody who's serious to take him or herself from where he is to his financial freedom will take this opportunity and run with it. It's a lifetime opportunity, trust me. You'll never regret it. Okay, any more questions, concerns, or we can call it the end of the call. So I want to
One
say,
more thing. I have one more thing. So are you
right.
looking at people that's are y'all looking at the people that bring in? There are three. No one's gonna get stuck.
Sorry, say that
Are you
again.
looking at three people come in? Oh, somebody say, I don't have anybody. Then what's gonna happen?
Okay, if you don't have anybody, then you can learn. We would have that facility. Don't forget that the force is going to be having an academy and marketing tools available. So if you don't know how to recruit or you don't know how to bring people in, we will teach you how. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because nobody is disabled. Nobody
Right.
can successfully say you don't know who to bring in. That's not possible. Come on, we're living in
Okay.
the internet age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
No.
so if what you
Mm-hmm.
say is you don't say I don't know how. You say how can I
Mm-hmm.
teach me? We're willing to help. We're willing to teach.
Right.
Go ahead, Charlene.
I'm just asking in general because if I decide to go along with this program, I'll have three people. I'm just talking in general.
Yeah, I understand
If
that, but
someone else doesn't have.
you don't have to think that way. Okay, when you think
Okay.
positive,
I'm thinking.
you will get your result. You will get your
Okay.
result. That's just have the right mindset and everything will be fine. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Charlene.
Yes, and Melissa, one thing I
Mm-hmm.
do when I recruit, I don't try to explain a lot because
Right.
King and I and the admins, we're learning. So if you have people that are interested, don't hesitate to have them come talk with us. Or if you have a
Okay.
multitude of people that you want to have a group conference with, we're here to answer their questions because I know it's a lot of skepticism out here because
Okay.
so many
Mhm.
people have failed so many times. We're
Yes.
still trying to talk to some of the people in the old matrix that's just been totally scarred. They're
Mm-hmm.
upset, including me. King had to convince
Mm-hmm.
me, but it came from being led by people who only talked money. And that
Mm-hmm.
was one of my biggest complaints. We never understood what we were trying to do. So when you don't
Mm-hmm.
understand what you're trying to do, you can easily be misled.
Right.
And we were misled because we put our trust
Mm-hmm.
in a person that we thought understood what we were supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But King and I, King said, has studied the stuff. He's connected with the proper people. They're putting us in an excellent position. They're giving us information to make sure we move forward correctly. Now, I'm not going to say we're not going to stumble,
Right.
but we are always in a position to say, okay, this we didn't understand correctly. We need to make this, clear to people. But going forth with the pre-launch, it's not going to really be anything to figure out because they've already done it. We
Right.
just have to go through the steps. And
Mm-hmm.
I've had to make the decision. I've left people behind because they want to do it, and the first thing they'll say, well, I can't find people. I don't have time to find people. And I have to
Mm-hmm.
respectfully leave them because
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning I thought I could do it for people, and I would say, well, I got you, but you can't. You can
Mm-hmm.
only go so far trying to help people. I'm not going to say I'm not going to help people, but I have to do it in a way that I can regulate it.
Right.
I'm not going to invite 5 people who say I don't have anybody just to fill the spots, because that's going to be 5 people times three, 15 people that I'll probably be lacking
Right.
because
That's right.
they have already clearly said, I can't
Mm-hmm.
do the work. I don't know how to do the work. I don't have time.
That's
So
Mm-hmm.
right.
it's slow and careful with the right people makes a
Mm-hmm.
difference because they will be able to start showing their accomplishments and they'll be more
Mm-hmm.
willing to work and do what's necessary.
Okay.
So we've learned a lot through. I never look at anything as a fail because it's all there
Right.
for a reason. It's teaching us to be smarter, teaching us
Mm-hmm.
to know. It's just like you don't go sign a contract without reading it. That's how
Right.
I found out about this whole type of gifting, investments,
Mm-hmm.
crowdfunding for the last 2 years. That you
Mm-hmm.
have to understand what you're working with. No one should feed you because
Right.
I've seen people say, well, come in with $10, you don't have to do it. Come in because we're going to get people for you. Come in, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to bring anybody. Those are all, they're,
All
they're
lies.
tools to tempt you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're tools to tempt you. And then you end up stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So our team is smaller, but we're getting the proper people that's
That's
wanting
right.
to do the work. And we can't let what's happened in the past block us. If you understand what you're working with, if you grow in
Mhm.
confidence, you will not be afraid to talk to people, not even the ones that you know failed previously, because
That's
all
Mhm.
they
right.
can do is give you one or two things, yes or no.
Mhm.
That's it. But I'm so glad. I always
Mhm.
enjoyed working with you, Melissa, and I'm so glad you took it upon yourself to give it another chance.
Okay.
Coming on today.
That's right.
Okay.
So, like I said, if we do what's expected of us, nobody's losing out here. Okay, nobody. It's just for we to, like Charlene said, we do it the right way this time, and I guarantee you, people are going to hear about our team, the global Forsage team. We hear. Did I hear? Did I say Forsage? Sorry, the global force team. Okay, are going to hear about us. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready because we're going to be heard about soon, just soon. Thank you very much, everyone. And just in case you're listening to me from YouTube, don't forget to get on our Telegram group. Get your friends on our Telegram group. Let them follow our updates because we give updates from the right sources. We follow the right strategy uh, to help people with something that will change their lives and take advantage of it. All right. And then we will be on the call Zoom at the same time on Thursday. Don't miss it. Like I said, and I always say that we are with you, force.